in America.
Shay, Shy.
His name is Shay
Lakers
Gillis.
in 5.
Shay Shy, whoever I. Lakers in 5.
See
That means he's
got
busting tail when he get back.
Bro, they got too much lore. They got too much lore. They beat the Bucks with Dame without Giannis. They beat the Bucks with Giannis without Dame. Like, they don't give a fuck if they got both of them.
You're right.
They feel like they wipe the floor with them niggas.
Oh yeah, you right.
All right, what up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show, where we are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC, and I'm here with my wonderful brothers and co-hosts as always, man. This is our official playoff picture preview, whatever you want to call this fit. We're going to get into every single series. Last week we covered you on the play-in, so now it's time to get to the splits. Everybody didn't have at least one game, so we kind of cheating it a little bit, but it's all good, man. We got you covered today. Thank y'all for tuning in the way y'all have been. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that. So let's get right to the spits. First off, we got one of my A1 day ones in the building. My fellow LA brethren, my guy Tizzy in the building. What's going on?
What's the deal, man? You know, it's still Lakers to our DIE, feel me?
Absolutely.
Might have to come rob you for the sweater, but it's cool.
And next up, he got the disgusting background, but we love him anyway. We got my youngin' from the So Icy gang, tatted like a biker gang. My guy Andre the Sports Junkie.
Yes, sir. It's podcast motherfucking Monday. You dig?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And who the F is that? Let me see. There we go. That's this nigga. All right. Back to regular scheduled programming. This is one of my favorite things to do on the show, man. Introducing a brand new special guest. We got a first time visitor in the building, man. And I don't even know where to start with this guy, man. We go when I done gave y'all a lot of day ones on the show, a lot of niggas I go way back with. I really go way back with my boy right here, man. I'm talking 15, 16 years old type shit, man. Back when the nigga was on his music tip, first got cracking with the rapping. This man gave me my first feature verse at the time, man, when he was an affiliate with the LB Dub Gamers and all that shit, talking way back, early Twitter days. And I got one of my first features from this guy right here. My guy used to go by Lil T, but I believe he's going by Totino now. So make sure y'all check out his latest projects and all that good shit. But today he came to talk some good old NBA sports with us. As y'all can see, he already got the jersey rocking. But first off, man, want to thank you for pulling up, man, and being our latest guest. This is actually a milestone episode 150. So you're here on a special day. We appreciate you, my brother.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all for having me on. And yeah, JC, let's get it, bro. Let's get it. I'm excited to be on here and listen to these takes. So
absolutely,
a word too. So let's get it.
And
that's crazy. JC found yet another good talent to add to the show. That's Scout.
Oh, absolutely. And this is I think it's back-to-back weeks. We've had a brand new guest, man. So as y'all can see, we trying to expand it. But first things first. Every new guest that comes on the show, you have to formally introduce yourself. And the way you do that is by running through all the teams for every sport. So we need the NBA, NFL, MLB, college. We need all that shit. We're running down for us, bro.
All right. I got you. So as you guys can see for NBA, it's the Lakers all day, every day. I've been a Laker fan ever since I was young. In the days of Kobe and Shaq, running through them. It's funny too, because I'm in SAC, right? So it's funny because a lot of my cousins and stuff back then, like we used to have little fades and little arguments and stuff going on back in the days with Chris Webber and Mike Bibby and all them.
What made you go against the grain like that and you was already out there?
Come on, man. It's Kobe, man. You already know.
I hear you.
You already know.
I hear you. Sound like you was a little rebellious yourself.
One of the goats.
He had the jersey on. I wish he could see it, but it's
Yeah.
all right. We're gonna get him there one day. He gonna see the light. For football, it's the Raiders all day. Been a fan since Oakland. It's a shame. It's a travesty that they left because I really feel we should be in Oakland. But we here in Vegas. It is what it is, So
Yeah.
hopefully we draft well. We have a good season. So I'm really looking forward to that. As far as baseball, it's the San Francisco Giants all day.
Let's go.
You already know. I've been a fan
Let's go.
since kindergarten.
Y'all agreed on something, huh?
I know, right? My grandfather, he took me to my first game at Candlestick, and
Okay.
Wow.
and ever since then, I've been a fan, bro. Like Barry Bonds, I've seen him in person. I've seen him hit a couple
Wow.
of too. So it's always been love for the Giants all day, every day. I refuse to. It's funny too because I'm all about fashion and
LA.
everything like that. But like when it comes to like my teams, like I gotta rock my team. So like you won't catch me in no Dodger fit or anything like that. You feel me? But as far as hockey, it's the San Jose Sharks.
Woohoo! I'm a Ducks, but nice.
The San Jose
Let's
Sharks.
go.
You know what I'm saying? They're, I guess you could say local, since they out here.
That's the closest y'all got.
Yeah. And then as far as golf, it's Tigers.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I mean, we didn't even know the golf. You can run us. You can give us the college squads. If there's any.
So, bro, I'm so mad at the result because I just want to know how we blew that lead, but it's the Duke Blue Devils for sure. You feel me?
So you hurt right now.
Y'all seen the niggas before the Cooper flag. You already know is declaring for the draft, but we're gonna be back up there, man. Hopefully we get it done. I'm proud of my boy John Shire. You feel me? So, yeah, man. Duke Blue Devils all day. And as far as football, USC Trojans, man. So you already know it's good.
What about the you got a squad for the ladies or you?
I would say USC. I'm really upset though that Juju went down. Because I really
As we all are. I'm a Bruins fan and I am too.
Man, you feel me? So that was really heartbreaking because I really felt like we was destined, but everything happened for a reason. So I already know she's
Absolutely.
100 times harder. So you already know.
Absolutely. Well, that being said, man, now that we done got that out the way, let's go ahead and talk some good old basketball. It's that time of the year, man. My favorite time of the year. So let's get to it. We're gonna start off. We're gonna recap the play-in teams, the teams that are no longer in, and then we'll get to the official bracket. Ready to roll? So we'll start off with what do we go with first, man? We'll start off with we'll go with Chicago. What does Chicago need to do this summer? You're muted, brother. Both of y'all niggas is muted.
Sorry, Jay Will.
Yeah, he ducked the smoke today, but it's all good. We'll get him on the next one.
It's just crazy that they've been here, a couple years in a row now, and they
3 years in a row.
3 years in a row, and it was to Miami, and Miami seems to excel in the play-in for some reason.
They won. I think it was last year. They won one game and then they lost to Miami on the next one. No, my bad. They won the first one and lost to Miami. That was the game that baby girl carried them. And she was screaming at the free throws and shit. That's the only reason they won that. And then they made her go back to school. Niggas all of a sudden lost. So maybe they should have had her skip a day.
But I mean, you can just see it's just like Jay Will even said it in the chat. He was like, knew it was going to happen. It's just how many times, something has to change because you keep getting to this point, and then once you get here, it's just kind of that's as far as they go. That's as far as the road is for them. So something's got to be.
They need
but what is it that y'all think? If there was something to point to, what do you think needs to be a major overhaul or change this summer, or do they just need Jesus?
The front court.
front court. They still got Vucevic, right?
They need to get the fuck get rid of him.
But I think they still got him with like a big ass contract. So
Yeah,
They
and
need to get rid of
they
him.
just signed for some strange reason last year. They gave Patrick Williams $90 million. So
See? Shit like that. You need to give it shit like that. Why you giving Patrick Williams $90 million?
But how do you even begin to get out of a situation like this? Like, where do you even start?
Well, for starters, don't put yourself in that type of situation. But Jesus, I mean, 90 mil?
I think, you know what? I think it might be GM or president time, whatever he is. Like, we might need to start looking at John
Clean
Paxson.
house.
Like,
You gotta turn top to bottom.
Because honestly, what has Paxson actually done since he stepped foot in that office? It's been nothing but, and you know, I know Jay Will probably wish he could be here for this because he can give you the whole rundown of incompetency that they've had in the last decade. But yeah, they've handled like damn near every situation not well. You keep getting these like disgruntled stars from other teams exactly that were already kind of mediocre, and then bring them to your team, and you're just good enough to not be lottery. Like I don't know.
Up.
Like
they fucked up.
I honestly think it all started a couple years ago when they really tried the DeRozan and Levine experiment, and they got Lonzo. But obviously, Lonzo got hurt.
Yeah, you know what? That was a striking miss. I'll give them that. They did try with that.
And I think a lot of the things that's happening now stems all the way back from then. The only good thing I would say out of this though is like Kobe White. Like he really had a great year.
And they got rid of Levine.
Last couple years, really.
And they got rid of Levine.
I think what's his name? Josh Giddey. He had a solid year too.
Josh Diddy.
I think I think with them, I think you can possibly build something around there. But I'm kind of happy that they didn't make the playoffs though, because I think if they would have made it, they would have got their lottery pick, right? So you can start there with drafting. You can start there with drafting. You feel me? So probably drafting and trying to get somebody out of the lottery.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of Bulls fans was.
What you think of this draft coming up?
Lose.
What you think of this draft that's coming up?
Bunk.
Yeah. I think there's probably about like 4 or 5 good picks. 4 or 5 good picks, honestly.
Damn, that's all bad.
Yeah.
Y'all said that last year too, though. That's yet to be seen.
I mean,
what did the biggest do this year?
That's fair.
The best pick for me out of this year was fucking Bronny, nigga. He was the most exciting story.
I'm about to mute this nigga again, bro. Stop coming on this show. Stop coming on this show trolling, nigga. We doing real insights right now.
Is better. It's better watching him in the G League than watching other rookies do bullshit.
Castle ball this year. I don't want to hear that spit.
Yeah,
niggas got Tubi because of Bronny.
And what about Dalton Connect?
No, but it's like, man,
he up and down. He too inconsistent, but he get it together.
Yeah, I think out of all the players, I think he was most NBA ready for sure. He showed that that one game where I think he had like 38 or 35.
Yeah, that's what 210 mentioned last week.
But see, look
the
though,
nigga played like 4-5 years in college. He should be fucking
yeah.
And we always preach like, hey, we always tell these
But
kids.
that's why I be telling these kids to stay in school. Exactly. So we can get a better product.
That way they can develop. And
I would say though, after he got traded and then traded or like it got rescinded or whatever, obviously it did something to him. But I think like I said, everything happens for a reason. So nigga, you back on the team with Bron. And
I mean, it didn't stop Mark Williams from balling when he got back.
Yeah,
so we can't use that as an excuse.
You back on the team with Bron, and then so it's up to you to establish your role and do what you got to do and come in and shots down.
Try not to get traded again this time.
You know what I'm saying? You hella funny.
I mean, what did
now you playing with Luka?
You know why he got traded the first time, nigga? He knocking Bronny shine, nigga. You gotta pass that ball sometimes, my nigga.
God.
Anyway, so it sounds like y'all niggas is saying they need Jesus in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
It's just, I mean, like we say too, JC, with football, like and now same thing for basketball. It's like, how many times do we need to see the product before you finally make a change?
Yeah. Like a risky
Like,
change. I think that's what it be. Teams be so scared to make a move that'll really shakes it up.
Yeah, and unfortunately, in the day and age that we're living in, sports, football, basketball, whatever it is, sometimes you just got to take the risk. It may not work, but at least you gave it a shot. And if it doesn't, just
so this summer they need to be talking about
something out,
they
bro.
Need to be talking about a Vucevic buyout or something. If don't nobody want to take his contract.
Ain't nobody gonna take that contract.
No one's gonna buy. Yeah.
You had an example of that though.
But one thing about Vucevic, my bad, Tiz. I was just gonna say one thing I will say about Vucevic though. When it comes to like rim protecting or rebounding, I'd give him that. And but like outside,
I don't give him rim protecting. I give him rebounding and scoring
for rebound. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's about all he do. He gonna get you the stats.
Well, he just passed that.
Mr. Chet, we're gonna talk about your city real quick. Sacramento Kings.
Oh man.
So I know you got a lot of insight to what's going on that side. So what you think they need to do this summer?
I think that the owner needs to step away and let the GM do his job. Monty just got fired not too long ago, but it came out saying that he got fired because he really didn't agree with like a lot of the decisions that was being made.
Wait, are you talking about Mike Brown?
No, the GM just got fired.
Monty. Okay, gotcha.
Monty Williams.
And so like one of the moves obviously was to get rid of Mike Brown. He didn't want to do that, and so like it was like
he said so. Both of y'all got to go there.
Wow. So we got rid of both of them, and so I think honestly, the Kings then turned into the Sacramento Bulls, bro. Like we really think about it. Like they got Levine over there and they got DeRozan over there. So I don't know why you think if it didn't work in Chicago, why you think it will work over here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what it was? They probably
Sabonis.
That is true. Miami doesn't. Chicago doesn't have a Sabonis.
But think about this too though. When you got two balls,
they're putting pieces around Sabonis.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they made that clear when they traded Fox that's who they're gonna.
And then you gotta also put it like this: like Levine and DeRozan, they're bigger guards, bigger wing defenders. You feel me? They give you a bigger perimeter threat. You feel me? Defensively, you feel me? Then you got Sabonis and shit. You feel me? He played pretty tough. You feel me? So they trying to come with something, like gritty, tough. You feel me? They trying to build a culture. But I get you too. That it's like, nigga, you feel me? You already seen this story once. Like you think it's going like. I get what you mean though, but yeah, I mean it might.
He's gonna change this.
it might be able to work if they throw somebody else in there. Like like I don't know who. Like say if the Kings had like went out and signed Harkenstein or something, or somehow let's just say that the Knicks didn't get him and they signed Harkenstein. That would be a pivotal squad. You get what I'm saying? Like
so you saying they need a big
at the 5? Because you feel me? Like. That would be a call low. You feel me?
Because I'll say this too, right?
I think that's what they was shooting for. But injuries and stuff like derailed them. So I mean, but also you got to get rid of one of them too because they getting paid too much.
Yeah, because I know with Fox, like a lot of those players on the team are very ball dominant. So like with Fox, with Sabonis, they need the ball in their hand, right? So when you got Sabonis at the top of the key, bro, like, and when when the Kings was on their run a couple years ago against the Warriors, like Sabonis was the main focus of the offense. And what I mean by that is like he had the ball most of the time. Now, like sometimes he was shooting, sometimes he scored, do his thing, but like he was like the main focus of the offense. So like you took Fox away, bro. Like you ain't really got another playmaker on there. Like you expect Malik Monk to do that when we know Malik is a straight shooter. Like, you know what I mean? So like you putting the ball in his hands, you definitely going.
He more of a scorer, yeah.
He's
more of a bench player scorer.
I honestly think they need to build around Sabonis and Malik, but like you said, they do need to move on from DeRozan though. I think they are. I wonder what they're gonna flip for
You
him.
know what? You know who I think would be good over there? Trey Young. Take Trey Young. You take Trey Young. You give up. You come off Zach. Come off Zach. And you go with Trey Young. Trey Young is a better point guard. He'll pass the ball around. You feel me? And then
go from Fox to Trey Young. That's your solution.
But Trey Young averages 10 assists, bro. Fox don't average that. He passing the ball. Trey Young is an actual better point guard, like in the literal sense. In the literal sense, he's really one of the best
I'd have to
point
have a
guards
conversation
in the
about
league.
that I
But see,
don't
here's
In the
care to
league,
have
yes,
right
he
now.
is. He
Here's
is.
the question
He is.
with that though. Even if we say like that happens, right? Like as the Kings, but look, I mean, shit. When the Mavericks traded Luka, anything could happen. So I ain't putting past any team now.
Right.
But like, who would the Kings give up? Like, I know you said Levine, but I know the Hawks want something more than that for sure. Like,
You
I
can
mean,
throw
what
in two players
they
in the
get
pick.
for John Collins?
Yeah.
you
They
said,
didn't want shit from you feel me?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
You could get Zach Levine in a pick, nigga. What the fuck? Like,
Because who they get in return?
I mean, clearly,
some shit.
whatever experiment they got going with the
ain't
Ice Trey
working.
stuff, it's not working, bro. And most Atlanta fans are over Trey. Like,
Yeah.
I got family in Atlanta, bro. Like, I know season ticket holders who's been calling for Trey to be off the team since 3 years ago. So they're clearly, maybe a change of scenery would be best for him and the Hawks. Maybe they need to hit, something they're scared to do is hit that reset button. You know what I'm
I can
saying?
see Trey on the Kings though.
I like the fit though. That was a good fit that Tizzy brought up. I do like that.
And that's one thing too. It's like if you
Because he dominated in that pick and roll, and Sabonis with him and Fox was deadly. But
And that's
he
what I'm
would be
saying,
more
too.
deadly with Trey Young in that pick and roll. And then you gonna have to come guard that nigga because he could shoot better than Fox on that 3-ball. You feel
And
me?
I will say too, like one thing is like if they do get a Trey Young, that's gonna draw the defenders more toward him, and when you double him, that's gonna leave a Fox.
It's also gonna draw the offense more towards him.
Yep. And Tiz just said it just a second ago. What one good attribute outside of scoring is his passing game, and he will find the open guy. If you can double him all you want, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's just gonna leave other people open.
And yes, he do average like 5 or 6 turnovers, but that's come from his team. You put him with the Kings, he wouldn't average. His turnovers would go down to like 3. You feel me? Like from 10 assists and 3 turnovers, you're taking that because I know my point guard is out here getting the ball, getting people involved in the offense. You feel me? And then you feel me? You just passing it to better players. You feel me? You passing it to DeRozan on the wing. You feel me? He not gonna make a mistake and fuck around and like I didn't see Trey. He do some shit. He thought nice flashy pass and nigga fucking around and missed the ball. Like damn, nigga, they blame Trey. Like if you would have just passed the ball regular. Like I understand that too, but still, like a nigga gotta catch the ball. Like if I make a good play to you, you gotta finish it, bro. Like.
So, I mean, we kind of got into Atlanta talking about Sacramento, which was the next team anyway. So, what do y'all think they got to do this summer?
They gotta go get another,
like you said, move on
all-star
from Trey.
caliber player to play along Sabonis and DeRozan, because DeRozan on the downside.
No, I'm talking about the Hawks now.
Oh, the Hawks. Oh yeah, they gotta just overhaul and shoot for the draft and try to get.
They need to let Young
superstar.
go. Go let him experiment.
I think in a way they still hoping for that magic they had 2-3 years ago when they went on that Eastern Conference Finals run. Right,
you know what their
COVID.
fear is too, JC? They're probably thinking like, he's playing the way he is right now, but they're probably afraid because you just said they're waiting for him to be that like what he was 3 years ago. What if he goes? What if he gets a change of scenery and then pops off and does that much better?
That's the risk you take. I mean, it's not happening with you. Like, I mean, that's the risk you take with
another thing I heard about Trey though. One of the stigmas on him is like I seen somewhere, I read somewhere where like he was like I think he's like the most disrespected guard or like player, like one of the
Well,
most
he got
disrespected
voted.
players.
He got
Something like
voted the
that.
most overrated by
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
NBA. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Wow.
and then I think like disrespected too in the sense of like the nigga is like disrespectful and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like he's a cancer to your organization. So with the
I
Hawks,
agree.
so like with the Hawks, I know they tried to trade him before, but do you think that's another problem too?
Of like why they can't trade him.
Yeah. On why they haven't like moved on from him yet?
Yeah,
Nobody else
I
want him?
think they would have traded him already if it was if you know other teams didn't feel that way. Like trade, it's like we could talk about the points, we could talk about the assists and all that shit, but when you are literal liability on one side of the ball, it really cancels out. And you have, I mean, other than that, you know, they did have that run, but that run could be a little overrated because outside of that Knicks series, there was a lot of bullshit that happened with everybody at the time. Like niggas was getting, I'm talking like niggas like Giannis and Kawhi, like everybody was getting hurt dead smack in the middle of those offs. The niggas was missing games due to COVID, so it was a lot going on at that time. But he did it nonetheless. But since then, they haven't sniffed the playoffs since that time. So it's like, how long do you
Well,
keep beating your head against the wall?
yeah, they do need to move on from Trey, but it ain't Trey's fault necessarily. Like he is somewhat of a liability on defense, but
Somewhat.
shit.
He is.
At the same time, man, bro, shit, nigga, Curry a liability on defense.
Nah,
Like
Curry
shit.
gives effort
But
on
see, here's
defense,
the
and he
thing
still
though.
has more size than Trey.
Here's to Tizzy's
Okay,
point
but look,
though. Like
I
Tizzy
just
said, right?
believe.
They need fucking Capella, bro.
Nigga, defense is an effort thing, bro. I feel like Trey, he's just playing. He playing to the level where you not gonna say he not trying, but he don't want to be there no more. You can tell.
Okay, if that's, I mean,
Cause
if
think
that's
about
your
this,
excuse
bro.
for it, all right.
Remember, JC. Like, yeah, Trey is a liability on D, but he didn't really have to do too much. Cause look who he had behind him, fucking John Collins and fucking Capella at the time. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
prime Capella.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like, I think
I'm
they
about to
need
go
another
rewatch his highlights.
man. You know, I think they need another rim protector and somebody possibly.
To cover up for
Um,
that. Well, they did try to get DeJounte to help him out there.
If Trey Young go to Orlando, bro, they'll beat the shit out of Boston, boy.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Them boys in Orlando, nigga, with Trey
in
Young at
division
that point,
trade.
nigga, Trey Young and
They
Paolo,
ain't
them
Magic,
niggas will be
no Harry
scary.
Division
Potter.
trade. Ooh.
I mean, division don't matter as much in basketball.
I mean, shit. The Hawks will have to fucking see this nigga 4 times.
Out of 80 games, nigga, you'll be all
We
right.
already know what Trey do, man. We already know what he do. You know what I'm saying?
4 times out of 80 games,
That's
nigga,
why-
that's different than having to see him.
That's why the
twice in-
Hawks. That's why the Hawks always wish they could play the Knicks in the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right, next up we got, or is that it, or am I
Knicks and Pistons.
Dallas? My bad, Dallas. We didn't talk enough about these niggas on this show.
Really?
Did you hear what this nigga Nico Harris said? He said he don't believe he should be fired because he can't be judged because these niggas got injured. So they got
Nigga, you traded Luca, you idiot.
Not
What the fuck
even
is
that.
wrong with
But
you?
look though,
Not
Get
even
your head
that.
out of your
That's
ass.
hold on. Not even that though, nigga. That's the whole entire point. You traded for an injury-prone nigga, and you already had an injury-prone nigga on your team. That's the whole point.
The
Like,
problem is
whoosh,
this man
right over your head, nigga. Right over your head.
I mean, the reporter asked him literally word for word, "Why shouldn't you be fired?" What
That's
the
funny
fuck?
as hell.
Right, that's
bro,
crazy.
you know why you should be fired. Number 2,
No,
get
that's
your
not
head out
why.
of your ass.
That's not why I don't think he should be fired.
They should
He
be
shouldn't
fired
be fired
because you traded a generational talent, nigga, and didn't get shit.
Nah, but
back.
hear,
And this
nah,
nigga
but
might
hear,
win a
but hear me
ring.
out, Tizzy. Hear me out, Tizzy. He does not make that trade without the owner consent. I think the true reason he got traded is because they didn't want to pay that $350 million tag.
Mhm.
That's why he's not going to get fired. because he did what they told him to do, and he just found what he thought. Maybe if people want to critique the trade package, that's fine. But he was going to trade Luka because the owner wanted Luka gone because he didn't want to give him that 350 tag. Them niggas don't know basketball like that. They just thought, look, we don't want to pay that much money. We just bought this team. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, is he really like that? We ain't won no championship. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing people talk about defense. Them niggas is casual. They don't know basketball. So they told him, find the best trade package that you can. And again, you can critique the package, but he did what he was told to do. So because of that, he's not going to get fired probably until the aftermath of this really shows itself in 2-3 years, which is still a little unfair. But that's
I'm gonna be the different voice too, and I'm gonna say this: like, I honestly think he shouldn't get fired. And like you said, to his credit, like a lot of the stuff that happened was on the owners, like, you know, on the owner's word. I think it's the same kind of situation like with the Kings, bro. Like, these owners is doing too much. Not everybody Mark Cuban, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, step back. You feel me? But to Dallas's credit, though, like you said, he tried to find the best package he could. It just kind of lined up that him and Rob is close friends. You know what I'm saying? He used to work with Kobe and Nike. You know? But look, in the first game, bro, AD was going crazy with Kyrie, bro. We got to see what, like,
that was not a bad team on paper, bro. That is a finals contending NBA roster.
Facts. So
the only issue is that the top two players on the team are extremely injury prone, and we know that.
But
so that's the risk.
I think we should critique him though when they get healthy, because like to his credit too, bro. Like, Kyrie shit was low key a freak injury, bro. Like what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Chuck, see now you starting to get this nigga past too. That's the reason why niggas are saying what they saying. Them niggas is always hurt. They always hurt. He was always hurt with Lucas. Luka was the one carrying them through the regular season still and getting all them 30-point, 40-point triple doubles and spit and giving Kyrie time to get back by the time the playoffs start.
You're right. But to Nico credit too, did he get Kyrie over there, or did he inherit him?
I don't think he was a part of that. That was a few years ago.
Yeah, so hey man, you just working with the head.
But but knowing what you have on your roster, if you already got the best, once you trade Luka, Kyrie's the best player on your roster. You know he's injury prone, and then you go after another injury prone in AD.
Yeah,
that's what the issue is. I mean, as a Laker fan, I think he deserves a statue. But I'm just saying from the basketball perspective, that's the problem where it's like, okay, like you could have.
JC, think about this too, bro. Do we get mad at him, or do we get mad at some of these other teams? Because from what I heard too, like, he did try calling these other teams for some shit, you know, to try to get rid of Luka also, and you know these niggas saying no.
Yeah, but but it was like a give us Giannis and we'll give you Luka. You know what I'm saying? The only other one I heard of was Anthony Edwards when he was, you know. That one is like, okay, maybe you could have did that one, but trade Luka for Giannis, nigga, I'm saying no to that too 10 times out of 10 right now. Hell no. Yeah, it's not just no, it's hell no, nigga. I feel like Giannis is the best player in the league right now. And even if you disagree, he's a million times a better defender than Luka is and just as good a scorer.
Yeah.
Not shooter, scorer.
Right. So, he's hella efficient. I'll give him that.
So yeah. So okay. Did he reach out to a couple teams? Yeah, but it was pipe dream spit. We're not doing that. So then after that, he was like, okay, let me orchestrate something. I think his thought process was, I'm gonna orchestrate something with Nico because that's my boy. Not only is that my boy, but he from what I heard, he said was that he didn't want to start a bidding war. He didn't want it to get out to everybody that he was shopping Luka. For one, that would make your franchise guys start feeling away, and it F's up pretty much the rest of his tenure there if you do end up keeping him. That's first. And second, once you start having everybody putting these packages together and all, it becomes a mess. And he just wanted it to be a smooth transaction, get the split over with, and let's.
He wanted no one else involved.
Yeah, he did not want a bidding war. That was basically what it came down to. He wanted to reach out to a few teams like he did, see if they say yes or no, and then that's the end of it. And yeah, that's how that happened.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's where that's at. But we talked enough about these niggas in the last 3 months. So
for real.
it sounds like from what Chuck is saying, you feel like basically all they need to do is get healthy. And
all I say is this: the first thing they need to worry about. But see, look, Kyrie kind of getting hurt kind of puts them in a good position too, because they got leverage low key because he up for a contract, right? So like, they would have had to resign him. Now, if you Kyrie, do you opt in and be like, okay, I take this year and work with what I got to come back, and then like hopefully the year after or whatever, like that's the real test, right? But then like you said, you got AD on the other side, bro. You can't rely on this nigga, bro, as a number one or a number two, in my opinion. But hey.
Man, fuck it. You take the pay cut and come to the Lakers.
Hold on. I mean,
AD. Now, look, I ain't gonna sound like no bitter Laker fan or nothing, because AD gave us a ring, bro. AD is that nigga. I'm gonna give him that.
He's a good rim protector.
But as far as like a leader in your team like that, nah, we seen it happen with New Orleans, and how far did that get? You know what I'm saying? So
not only that, LeBron's been begging him to take the team for the last 3 years, and he wouldn't do it. He's been begging him, nigga, please be the guy, take the team, let me be the second off guy.
So look, man, if you the Mavericks, you hope that Kyrie opt in, you develop Brandon Williams, bro. You already know you're gonna be trash for a whole year. Get a draft pick, bro. Start over, bro.
Man.
That's the only highlight of their season, honestly, bro. Brandon Williams, honestly, and that was towards the end of the season. Like, damn.
Yeah. Shout out my nigga Beta.
Yeah.
I was telling y'all about him way earlier in the season, so I'm glad he finally getting his flowers now, and I think he just signed a 2-year deal with him. So yeah. I mean, you're right though, Chuck. If they let Kyrie walk for whatever reason, you got beat up right there to maybe have a breakout season next year, and you can focus that money on other things that you can improve on to help AD out.
Yeah, I think Kyrie gonna opt in this season though. He gonna take that bag, sit down.
Yeah, but you can still find a sign and trade situation.
For sure. But then again, bro, it's hot in Dallas.
It's a lot of teams that would still.
Dallas, he trade another nigga. It's gonna be hot in Dallas.
Nah, but Mavs fans do love B-Dub though. I ain't gonna lie, they love that little guy. So I think they would be content with moving on from Kyrie and allowing this young gun to break out. He only 24, 25 years old. So and there's a lot of teams that would take a Kyrie right now. Right. Like there's a lot of teams, even with his injury history. Kyrie, when he's on top of his spit, we still see what he can do. So there's a lot of teams that would still offer to get Kyrie on their team.
Right. Brandon would be low key like another Jalen Brunson situation.
Right. Exactly. Or I could even go.
Lying.
I could even go. Even though he might end up being better. Even remember the Darren Collison split when he was behind Chris Paul, and then Chris Paul got hurt. Niggas seen what he can do, and then he ended up getting a contract on a whole nother team. So
yeah.
I think that's it as far as the squads. Sac, Atlanta, Chicago, and who's the other squad? Oh, Dallas. All right. Let's go. Playoff preview time. This is the part where everybody overreacts because of one game. So y'all have fun. So for the first series, we'll go Milwaukee and Indiana.
Honestly, that was, you can kind of see the just kind of the frustration from Milwaukee. You can kind of see it on Giannis's face too. Just the frustration.
I stand corrected.
It's only one game, but still, And
Oh
then
yeah,
Dame,
I stand corrected, nigga.
I
It's
texted
over.
this nigga. I texted this nigga Tizzy
Over.
immediately after that game. Like, what was you saying about Kuzma, sir?
It's over.
Talking about he could be like Middleton.
I thought that nigga championship pedigree was gonna come out, but being on the Wizards
zero, even
for so damn long just tainted his play in the
And
NBA.
I
It's
told you
over.
that based on
Over for them
first of
niggas.
all,
inconsistent.
he was cool on the Lakers, but it wasn't Middleton All-Star level. That's what I was saying. And then when he went to Washington, I'm not falling for them empty stats. Washington has turned into that team. If you want to get paid, take your butt over there, go get you some empty stats, and then another team gonna be dumb enough to believe in it, and they gonna pay you.
Right.
That's what Washington has turned into. You go there to go get your money somewhere else.
And you know what's even crazier
Bradley Bill product of that?
Well, he was drafted there. That was his. But yeah, he let people know that you can do that. Yes, they gave a nigga $200 million and made him the only player in the NBA with a no trade clause.
Right.
Clearly, that shows you what kind of front office that is.
You ain't Kobe.
Nigga
you
was
know
the
what's
only
funny?
player in the NBA. I don't know who they thought this nigga was.
But what's even crazier is offensively, we already know Kyle Kuzma can be consistent. He'll give you 24 today and then 5 tomorrow. But even his defensive stats had zero steals, and that's a part he's usually pretty decent.
That nigga was out there running cardio. That is it.
And zero all across the board is just crazy.
The nigga did what Tony Snell did in a regular season game, but we ended up finding out that nigga was like dyslexic or autistic or some shit.
Yeah, man.
And you did that in a playoff game.
Yeah. And another person that didn't show up that I kind of expected not to show up, Torian Prince, 0 points also, So once again, exactly.
99.
Exactly.
I remember him.
The only reason really, let's talk about it. The only reason why he really getting tickets because of Darvin Ham, you know what I'm saying? But that's another discussion. But
is that the reason why Laker fans wanted him gone? Because he kept playing that nigga.
But look, man, I think facts.
Hell yeah.
But I honestly think though with the Bucks too, I think one bright spot is Kevin Porter. I think if he has a better game and puts up some more buckets, they could for sure have a chance. But they said that Dame is questionable. So
they said he could be back by game 3.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And him and Tyrese Halliburton got into a shouting matchup on the side, and Siakam. So
so we'll see. We'll see tomorrow.
That means he's got too much when he get back.
Bro, they got too much lore. They got too much lore. They beat the Bucks with Dame without Giannis. They beat the Bucks with Giannis without Dame. Like, they don't give a fuck if they got both of them.
You're right.
They can wipe the floor with them niggas.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's hard, nigga. That's like nigga us meeting up, nigga, and we know each other. Like, what's finna happen. Like, nigga, it ain't no getting around it. Like, nigga, I'ma hit you with this right hand, nigga. He gonna hit me with this left. Like, nigga, like, when he hit me with this left, what I'ma do? Because I know I'ma get hit with this bitch, but what the fuck am I about to do after that? Like, it's all about adjustments, bro. And they need Dame to make that adjustment, but shit, bro.
And Tizzy, you right, bro, because these
they got too much confidence.
They go way back too from last year, also with they battles, especially in that tournament. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you right, bro.
And then, bro, y'all forget, bro. They beat them niggas when they both was healthy with Giannis and Dame.
So I did my brackets because we finna do predictions now. I did my split before the playoffs even started, and I had the Bucks in 5 on my prediction. So
is that the one?
Definitely gonna have to submit something different today on that one, but the rest of them I'll stick to my split. But what'd you say, Jay?
Did you do that bracket that Flex sent in the group chat?
Nah, this is something I do with my my sports group chat that I've been in since like 2016.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they
Jesus.
my guys in there. Yeah, that's how I met Tanner. Who else been on the show from there? KO. Well, KO wasn't in the beginning, but Tanner was in there. But yeah,
Damn. So next year it'll be 10 years.
Yeah.
God damn.
yeah, them and my brothers for a second. They helped me get All Grind started when we was just a website. Like it was them guys. So we do a bracket. We do like a bracket every single playoffs before it starts. So I already submitted my spit, but you know that's the only one you guys will hear me change up today because that's definitely not happening. So I will set it off, and I'm gonna go Bucks in 7.
That's if Dame come back or if Dame doesn't come back.
Whether he comes back or not, Bucks in 7.
Well, you know,
I'm not the guy that overreacts because of how one game went and think that that's going to be the whole series. Like I still look at it's so many different factors to look at, and I think Giannis is good enough, and I think he can get these guys on track. Kuzma, it would be impossible for him to have another game like that. So I do think he'll play better. And I think if Giannis, if you got to think about it, Indiana beat them with the supporting cast playing absolute hot garbage. If they just play halfway decent, it's a whole different game. Which I think will happen. It's
because they did let the game get away.
If they really just do Giannis like that for a whole entire series, then we need to. We're gonna have a whole nother discussion when I see y'all in a couple weeks.
Because look, man, Giannis gonna get his for sure. You already
exactly. I'm not worried about Giannis even a little bit. And honestly, I think even Bobby Portis. I think even he's gonna do his thing. He's another one I trust.
If you put enough zeros across the board, though, it's gonna get tough to get to 7 for sure, though. But I say the Pacers in 6, bro. And I only say I'm shit. The Bucks may get 2. And that's with Dame back. I'm counting Dame on because they said he's been practicing, you know, the last couple of weeks and everything like that. And
it got to be serious for him to be missing a playoff game, though. That's you feel me?
Yeah,
niggas don't just miss playoff games.
It was a blood clot.
It was a blood clot, you know.
It was a blood clot. And those
sit your butt down, bro. That's bigger than basketball at that point.
He was on blood thinners.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh literally had to retire because of that. Like.
Yeah.
Dame, please take care of yourself.
Yeah, bro. F these playoffs, basketball, all that, bro. Like, whatever you got to do.
Because you 100% is better than when you 30% or not in the league at all. So just take care of yourself first.
Even F being in the league, nigga, life. Like, we want you to live, man. Like, that's what I'm thinking about. I don't care if you got to retire.
After basketball.
That's Dame Dollar, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, even if he like, let's say he does come back and he's not like what he is, like I said, Kevin Porter got to step up, bro. Like, I really feel like Kevin Porter, he really nice. He really hasn't had an opportunity. This is your chance, man. Come on.
Sure. Tizzy, Dre.
Yeah, I see. I don't know. Indiana is 6, bro.
I got them on my bracket winning. I have Indiana on my bracket. I got them in 6 too. I got Indiana in 6-2 on my bracket as well. Also, this was a head scratcher to me. I think I replayed it like 3 times just to make sure I heard it correctly. But when they were talking about Miles Turner, this man said he was on the team with Paul George and Danny Granger. Do you know how long ago that was?
Who was on that team?
Turner?
Turner wasn't with Danny Granger. He was there with Paul George.
With Paul, okay, so
Granger was gone.
He was there too, though.
No, he wasn't. Not in 2015.
2010.
Miles Turner came in 2015 or 2014. Granger was gone.
No.
You want to bet?
I think Granger went to the Clippers.
He didn't go yet. I don't think he was, bro.
I'm about to look it up right now.
Because that's low-key a minute. When I was like, dang, been in the league
Granger was
he
was on one of them Lob City squads, nigga. Y'all know how long ago that was?
Yeah.
Damn, Danny Granger, Jesus.
I remember.
Yeah, Granger was gone. He went to the Clippers in the 2013-14 season. And then he played in Miami the next year, and then he retired. That nigga was
Y'all,
gone. And
y'all
even when he
remember?
was on Indiana, the last time he was there, the nigga played like 5 games.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Granger, once Paul George had that breakout in 2013, that shit was over with.
They're like, bye-bye.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Is I used to low key play with Indiana when Paul got drafted over there, and I used to put Paul at the 2 and keep Granger at the 3 and go crazy and kill niggas on 2K. Niggas was like, who the fuck?
I was playing with them in that 14 year when
Yep, that was
when Stevenson broke out. That was when I started running.
Oh my God, Stevenson.
Yeah, I remember that year. I remember I was mad because they snubbed him from the All-Star list. They did that nigga dirty.
Yeah, he still remembered that.
that's because he was a goon.
But Dre, what we doing, man, for the prediction on this one?
Oh, for the Bucks, I got for Bucks Pacers, I got Indiana in 6.
Indiana, so everybody got the same split except me. All right. That's all right. I don't like unanimouses anyway.
Uh,
All right, let me see what's next. Hold on.
Boston.
Knicks and Pistons.
That's actually going to be an
trying to talk
exciting
about
series.
y'all. Hold on,
I
my
have
bad.
feelings
had
too,
it- I had
JC.
it up. So did Bill Russell in the 60s, nigga. I didn't care about that. Let's go. Let's go. Denver Clippers.
Denver in 6.
I got Clippers in 6.
I got Clippers in 6 as well.
And I picked, and this is on my bracket before it even started. I had Clippers in 7. I knew this was going to be a dog fight.
Yeah, James Harden is one of my favorite players. I'm left-handed.
What?
So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Wait. That's disgusting, bro. That's disgusting. What prompted that?
Houston, them two.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm left-handed, so when I ball, it's just something different, man. James Harden, I feel, is one of the best players in the league in NBA history, honestly. But
I
it's
agree
hard to
with
go.
that, but favorite player?
Oh yeah,
what did you like about that play style?
Come on, man. You already know you cold, bro, when you cross the nigga up and then step back on a nigga and then just drain it in his face, bro. You know you that nigga.
I feel you, but
You
that's
already
what
know.
made me so mad about his game because I knew
What'd he say?
that's what made me so mad about his game because I knew he was capable of, and he still chose to go the route of I'm gonna interlock my arms with other niggas and flop around and get all these calls and make it to where niggas can't breathe on me. Like he literally changed how the NBA officiates because of his bullshit. And that's why when the playoffs came around, the nigga was always choking because he didn't get them same calls in the playoffs. That's why it was night and day. It wasn't no more 30-point triple doubles and all that bullshit. Nigga was getting locked up and getting his spit blocked by Noble.
But look, man, I'm gonna say this though. I like how he's changed his role, if you want to say, on the Clippers. Like he didn't turn Zubac, bro, into a superstar. Like Zubac is low key like turning into one. Just off of his play, right?
Why are you crediting him for that though?
Because, bro, who else gonna give him the ball?
He just the only big there. That's it. Like he getting his
what I'm
boards and
saying?
shit. Like he getting hustle points.
But look though, you can't tell me that Zubac was not doing this 2-3 years ago. Because
He
really wasn't. It's because of James, bro. The way he elevates the offense, the team. So when you got somebody like that can facilitate the ball, that can pass to Kawhi, that is cool to be off the ball also, because we ain't gonna sit here and call James ball hog and shit, because James, can also pass too.
He is though.
So you
Thank
know
you,
what I'm
Tizzy.
saying. But like I said, I really feel Jokic can't hang with Zubac in the sense of running with him. So we're gonna see that. We're gonna see tonight. I see the Clippers winning this one.
Okay, and if
You
y'all
said in
don't,
6?
Yeah, 6.
Damn, even though they
yeah, but they
fumbled
was
that
up
game like
20.
that, you know, typically when teams fumble games like that, it comes back to haunt them. You usually don't recover from shit like that.
You right. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what Tyronn Lue got
But you gonna
planned
stick
up.
beside him, huh?
Oh yeah,
He
man, I
gonna
got him
stick
in this one.
beside Tyronn Lue, and
Cause think about it, bro. The Nuggets is
When
in
Jokic
disarray
step over
too.
him and go to the second round, and we're gonna be on the podcast laughing at your ass. It's cool.
Cause remember this, bro. Remember this. We ain't gonna sit here and act like the Nuggets is not in disarray. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is just good over there. That's gonna
That's
come back to
cool.
haunt them
That,
boys
That's
and
too,
that
though.
cool.
and
But
that's
them
the
niggas.
sad part. And they still
But the
came back
crazy
from a
part,
20-point lead to beat y'all niggas in game 1. Even with that being said,
exactly.
now
So you know what they gonna do? They gonna beat y'all in the first round and say, "Look, nigga, this what we can do.
now
Get
granted,
us a coach."
these niggas is at home, so it was
They
Denver's game
stole
to
home court
lose.
already.
No, they didn't. No, I'm saying Denver's at home, so they did what they supposed to do as far as taking care of the game. You know, the road team, all they got to do is still win. All they got to do is still one of them spits, and boom, now it shifts back to them. So, but I think this is probably, in my opinion, them and probably the Knicks and the Pistons. I think are probably gonna be like the best 2 series out of this first.
Oh
round.
yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
I don't know. I thought the Boston and Orlando series gonna be better. I thought that was gonna be a better
Yeah, you
game.
might as well gonna let that go, bro.
Yeah.
All right, who's next, man? Next we got Cleveland, Miami.
Oh, for sure. Cleveland in 5.
Yeah, Miami gonna make it exciting though. If fucking Duncan Robinson wouldn't be out there jacking shit.
Bro, it literally seems like every shot attempt that Robinson takes is a freaking 3-pointer 97% of the time.
That's
Bro,
all he. That's all he should
that's
be
all
shooting. What you mean?
But he's
He better not be
jacking
shooting
though.
nothing else.
Not when you're jacking for look, nigga, I seen the nigga he come in, they run a little screen for him. The nigga run around the screen, he right there on him with him on his hip. He get the ball, pump fake. The defender is on him, breathing on him. He pump fake, take one dribble, pull up, contested fadeaway shot like he fucking Kobe. Like, bro, that nigga barely grazed the rim. Like nigga. Like nigga.
Yeah, Cavs and 5. Nothing to see.
I'm being nice.
Tyler Hero might get him a game. Tyler Hero might get him a game. Get have one little 30-point, 40-point performance or something. Bam, get 20-10. They'll have a game good enough to pop these niggas one time.
But let's talk
Cavs
about what's his name? Evan Mobley.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga
Twin Towers.
Bam was out there cooking them niggas, bro. I don't even want to hold you. He was giving them niggas some work, nigga. Talking about defensive player of the year. He was.
I ain't gonna lie.
I
ain't even gonna lie, bro.
That's probably
the only game. I think that one and the Boston were probably the only ones I didn't watch. Like,
I think
I'm not worried about them series. I'm honestly focused on the Western Conference series. Eastern Conference series, they ain't no split this year for real. It's like 2 good series over there.
Yeah, pretty much. But I feel like if Miami played through Bam, it could possibly win that.
I see a sweep.
So who do so? Damn.
They might get swept on the other end.
That nigga said it's a sweep.
Well, I mean, who else
Tizzy, you gave the Cavs a 5?
Huh?
But you said it was gonna be real close. Like you mean the games, right?
I really say Cavs in 5, but you know they could make it shit in Miami. Like I said, if they start playing through fucking.
They also have Eric
Bam.
Spoelstra too on that sideline. He can coach.
What y'all think about what Trae Young said? He pretty much repeated what my sentiments were. He was like, you shouldn't have to play 2 more games if you made a playoff spot after 82 games. Like, why are you making us go back out there and let some team that got hot in the last 2 take our spot?
To me, that sounds like a loser. Trade that nigga.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Tell us how you really feel. Damn.
We don't tolerate Trey slander.
Nah, man.
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He
I
right
do
though. At
agree.
the
I
end of the
do
day,
agree
low
to a
key, he
certain
honestly
point.
right though. Like that shit is weak. They only did that. They only made the playing tournament because of low management and niggas the ratings and shit, and they trying to save face. So yeah, like at the end of the day, low key kind of right. Like nigga, shit, nigga, this is just what they're
That's
doing.
y'all fault though, based on what
That's
you
what
just
they're
said.
doing.
Y'all made that bed, you gotta lay it.
Yeah, go win. Fuck it.
Yeah, just like my nigga Brad Goose said, nigga, the 10 seed should lose then.
The 10C should lose.
Now, what I
But
would
then
have
it-
had a
it-
problem with, like if Dallas would have actually beat Memphis, I would have had an issue with that, bro. These niggas won 48 games and they lost to a team that got 37, and now they missed the playoffs because like that would have really bothered me if that would have happened. But thankfully it didn't.
But you know, also too, I just feel like the playing game too, like that 1 versus 8, like they're always gonna win that game after that play and shit. Like that first game for them niggas, that's a sit. Like them niggas don't get no rest. They don't get no rest. You feel me?
literally
And they
not.
gotta go travel and play. Like, come on, like I ain't gonna lie. Like, look how they did Memphis. Like, look how Memphis got did, bro. You think Memphis gonna get blown
They've
out
been
by
playing
50?
all week.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, come on, bro. And these niggas just waiting for y'all.
Sitting
Like,
there
oh, yeah,
resting
we
for
finna
a
play.
week and a half because they already was resting before the season ended.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
then,
saying. Like,
yeah, you know what? That's a good point, Dizzy. People do need to take that into account because everybody was just clowning Memphis, but you right. Like they had a lot of fighting to do throughout the week,
I'm
and
not
then
gonna say.
they got to step in, and your
I'm not trying
prize
to
is
make
that
an
you got to
excuse,
play
but I'm
OKC.
just saying though, like that shit
No,
really matters.
I'm not saying they would have won the series, and then I'm just saying for them to have the performance they had Sunday, it does make sense. Like,
Yeah,
you know
because
what I mean?
you
They're
expect
still
them
human.
niggas to play better. That's why them niggas like, come on, bro. Like,
Right. We've been playing basketball all week. These niggas been chilling. Dre, did you give a pick?
For
Cavs and
I gave him
Miami.
5.
I think everybody said it 5.
Nah, Chuck said it's a sweep. He said it's a clean sweep.
That's only because I think Cleveland, they really want to try to set a tone because like they've really been a good regular season team the last couple of years, and I think they kind of got that moniker to their name, so they definitely want to bring some noise and show these boys
At least get out the first round.
Nah,
Yeah, you know what I'm
nigga,
saying?
say it with your chest. Be like Miami Heat. We run the streets or take the beat. Cavs and 4. Cavs and 4.
Man.
Say it with your chest, nigga.
Oh,
Don't let this
yeah.
nigga take you off your square. You said what you said.
But no, I'm sticking with it for
Me
sure.
said that
Cavs
shit
and
to
four.
me and running my sentence. Sweet.
All right. Well, who next? We can go OKC and Memphis.
OKC in 5.
6.
Yeah, I'm going with Tizzy. I
6.
think
They
6.
go. Memphis gonna get 2 games.
Ja's not going out like that, bro. He's getting 2. Especially when they get to the house. Because they're going to have a couple days to rest. You know what I'm saying? Finally.
Yeah.
They're going to get one or 2.
They might get 1, bro. I say
Might
Thunder
get
in
1 is
5.
crazy, Chuck.
I say
Might get 1
Thunder,
is
I say
crazy.
Thunder in 5, bro. That grenade still gonna be in jaw hand, bro.
Damn.
All right. When he throw that motherfucker in the
Right, exactly.
Hey, real quick, NBA, if he does, let him at least throw the grenade one. That one's at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's gonna be in 2K. For sure.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
that
hilarious.
shit for sure finna be in there. That's the
Nigga
best seller
Josh said
now.
F
I think 2K is the only game that's actually serious, bro. My player has a collapsed lung right now.
How the fuck did that happen?
I got boxed out and went to the ground. I'm out for 6 months.
Damn.
They say
Yo,
you
my
sorry,
player?
nigga. You ain't got no
Yep.
What's your strength on?
Yeah, I was about to say that nigga ain't got no strength. That nigga ain't got no agility. He ain't got none of that.
You know what
shit.
that means?
He just
That
put
mean
all stats. Like
that nigga don't go to the gym. Go play.
I mean, you supposed to go to the Gatorade, get your boost, man.
That's what that
Chuck, you
is.
still be on the 2K? We used to have some phase back in the
Oh
day.
yeah, man, for sure. I still be on there.
Oh yeah, I need
But
as soon as this is
the
over,
same,
nigga.
though. It ain't.
Y'all
It
some
ain't the same.
Xbox niggas.
You said it ain't what?
I got it on Xbox, yeah, but
I'm on
I also got
Xbox
a
too.
PS5 though. But it's
Nigga,
cross.
hold on. Why is
It's
y'all niggas
cross
still talking like it's 2015? We got crossplay, nigga.
right.
What is y'all talking about? Shoot me the tag, nigga.
I got you.
We got to run it back
That
old
shit
time.
is so difficult this time.
Nigga, that's gonna take 2 seconds, nigga. You put
No,
search
nigga,
in
I
the
be
2K frame.
politicking with the homies in a whole party, nigga, streaming the game and everything, nigga, and then I gotta play with an Xbox nigga who I can't talk to.
Nah, y'all talk. You talk. If you squatted up, you could. Y'all
I'm in a
talking the
whole
whole time.
party. I'm in a whole party, nigga.
His says,
Bro,
I need to
all
be
y'all
able to
gotta
talk
do
to
is
every
squat
Y'all
up,
single
niggas need to
person.
be able to come.
I play with
You
the
just need to
homies.
get Discord.
I play with the homies on the 5 all the time in the theater, nigga.
Y'all
All the
know?
time, and we talk the whole time.
That's because y'all be in
Might
game
want to
chat.
text that to him after the show too.
Oh, it's good,
And
bro.
not only that,
It's
bro,
good.
I have a P5 profile, so I could hop in party still.
Whoever see that, bro, run it, bro. It's good. I'm accepting offer.
Yeah, like so I
Oh,
can.
okay.
All you gotta do is you can
Okay.
make an Xbox
We don't
profile,
Dutch
you can make
smoke.
a P5 profile, and then
We
you
don't
don't need
Dutch
an
smoke.
Xbox to do that.
Me neither. The
I
homies
will
got
say
you
this
feel me?
though. I will say this though. On the PS5 for 2K, I do like the controller better. I will say that. Because
Yeah.
Xbox, I don't know. They expect us to have some fat ass hands or something. I don't know.
Bro, what's crazy is it's easier for me to convert over and play P5 when I go to niggas' houses because they done made it bigger like Xbox.
Right.
So
Right. I had
like
to,
the old ones
convert.
used to F me up when it was like you try to play Xbox and then it's too small. P5 stepped it up. So now it's like
I feel like the
it don't feel
button
no different
placement
to
for the
me.
Xbox controllers was weird to me like that. Like here and here. Like that's kind of like weird. Like
Yeah, it's like this and shit.
yeah, that shit weird. Like,
I just started. I was team PlayStation until I moved to Palmdale back in like 2011. So before that, I was all PlayStation, and then I moved, and then my little brothers had a 360, so that's what I was running on, and I just never left.
I'd have took a hammer to that motherfucker. Mom, we need a PlayStation.
I was even going to convert over to P5 when the next gens came out, but somebody had a deal on the Xbox like as soon as that shit came out, so I jumped on it. I jumped on it. I was like, I said, I'm not going to be waiting on these niggas.
P5 was hitting so hard, nigga. They had to start selling the next gen Xboxes for the low, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Them niggas
but it was the same shit though. Like both next gens was like people were selling them online for like $800 and shit. P5s was worse, but they were selling them for like hella bread. So I was like, I'm not finna pay that, and I'm not finna be sitting around waiting on these stores to get their spit together with this shit. So the homie had a super deal, and I got it, and I still got it to this day. So.
Right now.
I'm good to go. All right, back to regular scheduled programming.
Yeah,
Who
my
we got
fault.
next? Who'd I just do?
Next
Cal-
distance.
Yeah.
I did the Cavs.
Now we're on the Pistons.
No, we did. We were on OKC Memphis.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
So now let's go. Yeah, we'll go Knicks Detroit. This is gonna be a good one. I put
Pistons
Knicks
in 6.
I put Knicks in 6.
Yeah, I got Pistons.
I still think,
well.
even though I feel the way I feel regarding, Detroit, and I do think they're gonna put up a fight. I just think at the end of the day, the Knicks have too much depth on their team for a young team like Detroit. But I think Detroit is gonna be scrappy and they're gonna fight. I think the way they ended that game shows exactly why the Cavs got rid of Bickerstaff. You're good enough to get a team to a certain level, but then after that, we need to go to the next level. And that might happen.
Yep.
There's no excuse for the way he handled the Knicks going on that 21-0 run at the end of the game. So, and you did nothing to really stop it. I understand at one point you had one timeout left, but you got to do what you got to do, bro. Like it's bigger than
you got to
that
help your
point.
players.
But yeah, I got Knicks at 6.
Man, that's crazy. A 21-0 run. That is some. College stat.
I'm gonna say Knicks in 6-2. The only thing that I'm skeptical on is that this is the Knicks. And they have been known to collapse.
That's fair. That is fair
So
enough.
I definitely can see a Knicks first round exit. I could possibly see
I
that.
started to go that route, Chuck, but I was like, nah.
But in all honesty, though, I think the Pistons are going to give them a fight, like you said. And I really feel like Cade Cunningham, he's already coming into his own.
Cade is that nigga.
But yeah, man, he definitely gonna elevate. And two, think about this too, bro. Like the Pistons, they're in a perfect position, bro, because they don't have nothing to lose. Like
that's fair too. And that's the
did,
most dangerous kind of team to play.
you know what I'm saying? Did like people really expect them to be this far or like the rebuild this fast?
Go watch our NBA prediction episode. We'll tell you how we felt about the Pistons.
Yep. I just want to go out on a limb and say Cade Cunningham into the Detroit. I'm not Cade to the Detroit Pistons. I want to apologize because, like JC said, if you watched that prediction show, we all said the only reason they gave him 10 mil was to be like, settle in. We're not going to be good for a while.
Right.
So sorry. I apologize.
I was not familiar with your game. I was definitely say that, Cade. Especially because you've been hurt all this time. Like, nah. I was watching a good bit of Detroit this year, and I still hate them niggas to this day because it's 2004, but I could not deny Cade, bro. He's
man,
really like
I'm the one who told y'all niggas. I said he don't deserve most improved because nigga, that's what he was supposed to be doing. Like he just got hurt. Like he's the number one pick for a reason. He got hurt. This is what he was doing.
I mean, just because you're a number one pick don't mean you're gonna be like that though. Don't act like we ain't had some trash number one picks.
Hey man, we ain't gonna talk about no.
Yeah, exactly.
We ain't gonna do that.
He living up to the hype.
I go down the line. Number one pick don't mean you like that for real, nigga. It means you was like that coming into the league.
I'm gonna say this too, bro. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say this: the Pistons are in a great spot, bro, because a lot of their talent on that team is young. So I really feel they could be the Detroit Thunder, bro. Like they definitely.
All right. Hey, chill, bro.
That's wild.
Let's chill.
I get what you're saying. Where they can go.
Nah, I don't get what you're saying. Chill, bro. Let's chill.
What I'm saying is they young and they got a core that they building, bro. And like
bro, Tobias Harris is on their team. Let's chill, bro. Relax.
He's gonna be going up out of there. So
bro, when we play, I might have to run with them boys one time, JC. Just to
don't you do that, bro. That's a free dub. That is a free dub.
Man, you're not like that.
JC, if it's a free dub, just take
You've
the dub.
been scared for God knows how long. Don't even talk to me about 2K until you line it up. You let the grown folks talk, nigga.
He said,
oh man. All right, bro. It's gonna be smoke, nigga. Y'all niggas keep that same energy.
He be popping.
Bro, most of Tiz's
we can play later tonight,
bro. Be on 2K.
What you doing later tonight? We can play later tonight.
Like this.
I mean, this playoffs going on tonight, but you know what I'm saying. But I'll catch you on the fly though, or catch me when it's like when Boston or Miami playing. That's what we gonna get it in.
Oz. Jesus Louise.
Niggas can't say
Something fan had to fire something.
Let's go, man. This gonna be my least favorite part of the show right here, man. Lakers in Minnesota.
Lakers in 5.
Pay those referees off, Minnesota. But
that nigga said Timberwolves, Lions, Tigers, Bears. Oh my, Lakers in 5.
I got the Lakers in 6.
Look, see what's gonna happen is them niggas played their best fucking basketball they was gonna fucking play.
Say that. AE did not play his best basketball he could play.
I'm talking about the others.
Okay.
We're not gonna see that shit again like that.
Yeah, but we're not gonna see. But AE is not gonna get 22 points.
Listen. On top of that, these niggas shot an amazing percentage from 3-point, like some crazy shit, like the third highest and shot the
Yeah,
most from
it
like,
was some
like
stupid
bro,
stat.
you're
You're right.
never gonna. That shit happened once in a
But they was getting a
while.
lot of open looks
And
too, though.
then
So that's on us.
also the adjustment on the defensive end is gonna be. You're gonna start seeing the other people that was shooting open shots, they're gonna be more contested shots. Like
But what is
they're
for
really
me,
gonna have to beat us. Like
I know
you really gonna have to beat us.
Jaden McDaniels is not going to play like that all series. So if
Thank
that's
you.
the game it took for them to pop us that game, and Luka played at his best,
And
Bron
then
didn't
you're not
play.
gonna get that same
Bron and
result
Reeves
from
didn't really
Bron.
do
Like
shit. So yeah, so the fact that that's how that went with our experience, this series is far from over. I did have Lakers in 5 at first.
I still got them in 5, bro.
I'm gonna tweak that. I am gonna tweak that, and I'm gonna go Lakers in 6.
I still got them in 5.
I got the Lakers in 6.
Still got them in 5.
I just didn't think we was gonna get blitzed like that starting the series. So.
Yeah, I got Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 5. Oh my god! Write it down now.
I think
AE.
I think in the
Rudy
beginning of
Gobert.
the series, like we were having good shots. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just wasn't making shit.
It wasn't even that. It was more so overcompensating on the defensive end, over
That too.
trying to play. You feel me? Like nigga, they pretty much was like, how do you say it? Like just they wasn't trying to let Anthony Edwards go too much crazy.
Yeah.
So he didn't, but he was making the right plays to get the others involved to where them niggas they was getting too much of an open shot, like on the, you feel me? Like you can't do that. So,
All right.
so
we all unanimous on that.
We're gonna see the adjustment, and once we adjust, what's gonna happen? What are they gonna do to combat that?
Watch when we
Anthony Edwards is gonna go in the superhero mode, and that shit is not gonna work, nigga.
Watch when we enter next week and you guys are down 0-2.
Hey, you wanna bet? You wanna bet?
0-2 is crazy.
That's insane.
Because you know they watching the show.
Nigga, all right. He gonna watch the greatest, one of the greatest.
LeBron has had way too many playoff experiences, and
yeah,
it's too
KD.
much.
He don't shy away.
He understands the importance of this game too, and he's gonna make sure that the team understands the importance of this game.
Yeah, he not KD. He not gonna shy
because
away.
Once you go down,
leave him alone.
Once you go down 0-2, and I know I say this every year,
it's hard to win that.
Yeah, like once you're like, first of all, game 3s I think are decided with like 80% of playoff series in general. So that's first. Not only that, a team has never came back from 0-3 in NBA history. So if you go down 0-2, you have to play that game 3 like it's game 7, because that's pretty much the series right there if you lose that. So we cannot afford to go down 0-2.
Because nigga, you lose game 3, bro. You can't win game 4. Guess what? You still gotta win game 5. Like nigga, you gotta win.
Exactly. You
like,
can't lose it.
You gotta win 3 games. You gotta win 4 straight, nigga. It ain't no fucking.
Exactly.
Not saying that it can't be done, but
the only person who did it was
task.
That boy 3-1. That boy did that 3-1. That boy did that 3-1.
Oh,
nigga, he's the only one to come back from 3-1. If you talking
in
about.
The finals, yes, he is, nigga.
Man, there's been players, plenty
no,
of players,
not in the
come
finals,
back.
nigga.
Can we not
talking about playoffs,
LeBron out of this, please?
In the finals, that's
talking about
playoffs, nigga.
Baby oil.
Anyway,
that's crazy.
Boston, Orlando.
Edit that out. JC, edit that out.
Boston, Orlando.
Crazy.
Boston in 6, because that's a scrappy fucking team on defense.
I got the Celtics with 3 Ks in 6 of them things, unfortunately. Even though I would gladly love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong. But yeah, Celtics in 6.
I would love
Paolo gonna get at least a couple games. And I don't trust Paolo's help. Like Franz be shrinking in big games, bro. Like
I don't see how, nigga. He's supposed to be a fucking international player. He's supposed to be
He's
built for
supposed
that.
to be, but when it come down to them clutch games, bro, that nigga be spitting the bed and
Supposed
just
to be
leave
built
Paolo on
for
the
this
island
shit,
by himself.
nigga.
So I don't trust it. Orlando got some work to do with that roster. Give my boy some help. So yeah, Celtics 6, unfortunately.
I got Paulo been balling. I'm gonna say the Celtics in 5. I'm gonna say the Celtics in 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Orlando gets 1.
I think it'll be in Orlando too.
Because they gotta play that. They gotta play that song one time. You feel me? So they gonna try to get one.
They want to get one for their fan base.
Yeah. That's the only time I'm giving the Celtics credit.
And I want to hurry up and get off of this topic. Like, we already gave our predictions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wait for these. Here's the series right here. It's another one that's probably gonna crack. We got Houston and Golden State.
Ooh.
Houston in 7.
Houston in 7.
Houston in 7 is crazy.
Ooh,
I got Warriors in 7.
You said who, Dre?
Warriors in 7.
That's what I had on my bracket.
I thought you muted me.
Nah, why would I do that? I think Houston is some young pups. I do think they're gonna scrap and bout. If they come out how they did game 1, it's gonna be Golden State and damn near 4. They keep playing. So if Udoka get their head right, which I think he will, pause. Lord have mercy. I think he will get them right. And I think they come out with a different attitude in game 2, and for the series going forth. But I think it's gonna be like when Golden State played Sac a few years ago. Like they're gonna be scrappy, they're gonna give them a fight, and then when game 7 come, that's when Steph and Jimmy gonna be like, all right, young punks, sit y'all butt down somewhere. This how you do it. They just got way too much playoff and finals experience, I think, to and Houston, I get it. They do got a guy or two over there who got some deep playoff run experience, but that Steph and Jimmy experience is different. And I think that'll be enough to beat Houston. They're gonna be in trouble later, but it'll be enough for Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb too, and I'm gonna say the Warriors in 5, only because of the Rockets. Only because of the Rockets' inexperience. I honestly feel like Udoka.
We got a hot take.
Look. What I'm saying.
But I get where he's coming.
I'm gonna say this though: Udoka is a good coach, and he can get them there, but he ain't on the court. You feel me? And I really feel in those moments, like you said, Golden State is gonna lock in. They gonna get ready, and they gonna do their thing. And Steph, man, is a hard man to bet against. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, but Steph has shown some more age vulnerable moments this season. Let's not act like this. Steph just been Steph all year. Like he had his moments.
You know why he was in the All-Star game this year, like
right? Exactly. I would argue he shouldn't even been there. So
yeah, they just tossed him that. He said, "Here you go, ready shooter all the time."
I mean, it was in San Fran. They not gonna not put Steph in the All-Star game, bro. It was in the Bay. There was no way. If it was somewhere else, maybe they leave him off. But no. Not to mention the All-Star game struggling as it is, nigga. Steph is making the All-Star game. They know damn well don't nobody want to see them other niggas. They want to see Steph.
Yeah, especially in the Bay.
Did everybody pick for this one?
Yeah.
That was the last one, right? All right, well. All right, let's do it then. Because I don't know who are going to be back for every episode or whatever. So I need everybody to pick their Western and Eastern champion and who's going to win the finals.
Oh, yeah.
Lakers in 5.
So for the West, I got Celtics Lakers as well, because I feel like and I got the Celtics in 6. And unfortunately, this will probably be the only time, at least in our lifetime, that we're going to get this close to a Celtics Lakers ever again.
And you think y'all gonna win in 6?
Absolutely.
Not
Get
with
payback
Bron on
for
the
it.
fucking court. You sound stupid.
And we'll beat LeBron. That'll be even
You ain't
better.
Paul Pierce.
Nigga, Bron got too much aura. Once he throw that powder
All he
up
has
in
to
that
do is
fucking
cry.
in Boston,
That's what he's going to do. Is
you
cry,
know what
cry,
he did
cry,
to
cry,
Boston
cry.
last time he seen Boston?
Cry, cry,
Last
cry,
time he
cry,
seen
cry. Yeah, that's why
Boston?
he had to go to Miami to beat Boston.
It don't
in the
matter.
first
Last
place.
time he seen Boston.
That's why he had to go to Miami to beat Boston in the first place.
Last time he was in
That's a
Boston,
fact,
what he
though.
do to him?
That is a fact.
That's
Next
why
time
he's the
next
reason
time
why the big three started. So if y'all want
Luka
to get
to
mad at KD, you
LeBron
get mad
on
at
Jason
LeBron.
Tatum.
You
Nigga,
so when you get
alley-oop. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah. When y'all wanted to get mad
Lakers
at
in
KD, the
5,
big three,
nigga.
you blame LeBron. He couldn't beat Boston. He got tired of being their stepping stool and said, "Let me go to Miami with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, already established all-stars. So let me go there."
Hey man, Celtics did it first.
Hey, my
Lakers
bad,
in 5.
Chuck. Hey, check, my bad.
Yo,
Let me get a. Can I get a Final Four while we at it?
Oh, you said a what?
Final Four.
Of the 4 teams?
Yeah,
Ah man.
you already said 2 of them. So
Who would they go against, huh? To be honest, I honestly see the Lakers and I see the Thunder um in the Western Conference.
okay.
Um and then for the East, I'll probably see the Celtics and the Cavs. But I think the Cavs is gonna collapse against them. Ooh.
So I got Boston, Cavs.
That's twice for JC.
I got Lakers, OKC. In the finals, I got the Lakers beating the Cavs in 6. Dre and Tizzy talked to me.
Yep. For my Final Four, Lakers and Thunder. Lakers in 6, and then Celtics, Cavs in 6. I mean, Celtics in 6.
So you got Boston, Cavs. So you got the same thing I had.
Same thing, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I put on my bracket.
Yeah, I got Lakers and Thunder, Lakers in 5.
What about your East?
OKC, UFC, ABC.
Western
in
Conference,
5.
Lakers in 5. You feel me? Look, then I got. Although I don't see it happening, but I do see the Cavs in Boston meeting up. But I got the Cavaliers folding. And that's only because I'm real life trolling. I want them niggas to lose because they don't never get it done. So until they prove me otherwise, they're going down
19
in
is
6.
this year.
They're going down to 6, and then Lakers Celtics, Lakers in 5. And that's when you're gonna see the most iconic LeBron, Luka loop, oop, and then you're gonna get another oop. You're gonna get the father son, Ali oop from Bron.
Bronny will not see the court.
Yes, he will. That's how bad we're gonna be beating y'all ass. Bronny gonna get on the court and throw a oop to his daddy. Make history on you niggas. Niggas ain't never seen a motherfucking father son alley oop. Guess what? The Celtics will.
Oh, yeah, we'll keep the same energy when we
The
beat
Celtics
y'all.
will. Hey, that's gonna be the first post I post, nigga. It don't matter even if they lose that game. I'm posting it, nigga. Father son alley oop, nigga. Goku to Gohan, nigga. In real life, nigga. Fuck you talk about?
All right, so that is our official playoff preview / predictions. So we got that in the books, and we will continue this chapter probably in another week or two. Before we get out of here, I wanted us to do a NBA all first team prediction. So
Okay. Well, for point, obviously Shea. I say for center, Jokic.
Power forward, Giannis.
Well, you know they don't got like center no more. I think it's just front court.
Yeah. You can only like choose like the forwards and the centers or whatever. So like it takes up another spot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know, right? Small forward, shit, or another forward. I don't know. Damn, that's tough.
I gotta think about Jesus. That's a
No, you know what? I'm gonna put Tatum there.
Yeah, that's
I
what I had.
I didn't want to do it, but
Yeah, Tatum, you go. I don't know. I think his team just hurts him.
I went Tatum, Giannis, Gerbic, and then
Where did you get that name from, bro? That shit is
because he's the most baby superstar in India.
that would be LeBron, Jokic,
nah. That would be motherfucking
Joel Embiid. Oh wait, no, not Embiid. No.
And then I'm gonna go Shy, and this one might surprise people. I'm gonna go Shy and AE.
and who?
AE.
I was gonna say Anthony too. So,
oh my bad. I thought you had gave your split. All right.
oh no, my last person was gonna be that spot. But yeah, I would say AE too, bro, because he really balled out this year. As far as like developing his game into something else.
But if it's like Donovan Mitchell or something, I ain't got no issue with that either. But I just think AE probably had the better numbers, and I don't know. We'll see what they go off of. Jay, Tizzy.
I got Gerber, AE, Luka.
See, look, you know what it is too.
The Gerber baby, man. He gonna make it first. He in the MVP. Shea and Shea, nigga. His name is Shea, nigga. We're in America.
Shy.
His name is Shea.
Lakers in 5.
Shea Shy. Whoever I.
Bro, clip that, please. Clip that.
Like, bro.
This nigga's stupid.
Bro, nah, but yeah, you feel me? You know the usual suspects, nigga. That's all.
The usual suspects.
You feel me? You gotta have the 2 MVP candidates. Your 3 favorites, and then everybody else who's supposed to be in there on second team and third team.
Yeah, I got Shai, Jokic, Tatum, and AE.
Nah. You could take you take Tatum out and you put Cade in. Yeah. You take Tatum out and put Cade in. Yeah. Cade first team.
Cade is a guard though, right?
It don't matter, nigga.
Ain't it 3 front courts?
They took the center out. They took the center out. Nigga, so fuck it, nigga.
You have to substitute another forward or center.
Nigga, I mean, it's only one. It's really only one forward. That's like first team, which is Gerber, baby. So, like, nigga,
Giannis, nigga.
All right, that's 2. He can go second team, nigga. He good. He can go second team.
Disrespectful as hell.
Yes. He has been balling though, but he can go second team.
Talking about second team.
I'm just saying, nigga. That's.
Jerry, you want to take a jab at it?
Who got MVP?
Oh, I already said those ones. Mine was Shai, Jokic, Tatum, and who was my last guy?
He threw his own person in there.
Oh, AE.
Gotcha. All right, so
that's a star fan.
We got a little more time than I thought we would, and since we got the Sacktown baby in the building, this is a perfect time to bring up this conversation.
Wait, go ahead. My bad. I'll do that later.
So, Chuck, you hear us?
Oh, Barry.
Yes, sir.
All right, Barry, so all-time career, who do y'all got higher on the ladder? If you're doing a list from 1 to 100, and you get to these 2 players, who do y'all got ranked higher? on the all-time list, right? Pay close attention because it is some unorthodox names. Chris Webber or Paul Gasol.
You're taking. I mean, by eye test, like just saying sheer ability.
Who do you have ranked higher all time for their NBA career?
Just overall,
Overall.
you got to put Paul over, and
Oh yeah, it's a fact.
you got to. I mean, he got back to backs, and he was a factor, and he was first team. I mean, Weber probably got more like player accolades, so that's what niggas be looking at. But like overall career, Paul Gasol had a better NBA career. I mean, he got 2 championships. Shit. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, and you know, you only said NBA. You know, if we go on overall basketball, like
Well, no, overall as a player. I'm talking about NBA.
well, yeah, well, then, yeah, Paul for sure. I say this though, as far as like one of the best like power forwards in the league, they definitely in that top 10 conversation at that time for sure. But I think Powell played a little center too when Bynum got hurt. But I would give it to Paul only because, like he said, he was like that dude, bro. Like he was a different player in Memphis, and then he had to, you know, change his game when he got with Kobe and whatnot. And we already seen what they accomplished. These niggas was talking in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So like that's different. You know
I
what I'm
ain't gonna
saying?
lie though. Y'all niggas is kind of saying this a little too easy. Like, what is it that Powell did so much? Because you bring up Memphis. Like, what is it that he did so much more than what Chris did when he was in Golden State and
Championship.
Chris
I said
Chris
Memphis.
would get you. Chris would get you about what 20, 24, 23, and 10,
Mm-hmm.
and probably what like 6-7 assists at most. But with that though,
You see
like
his
Chris
peak
had
year.
another team too. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, especially.
His
But like
peak
with Chris,
year.
like he had a team
Hold
around.
on. His peak year, he averaged 27, 11, and 4.
See what I'm saying? So
And hold on. 27, 11,
what
and
year was
4
that?
with a steal and nearly 2 blocks a game. That was the 2000-2001 season.
Okay, yeah, when he was, I think he was in the MVP.
Finished fourth. Yeah, he finished fourth in the MVP race and was first team All NBA.
Yeah.
Can y'all show me a Powell season like that?
Go look it up. Go look at Paul's stats, nigga.
Go look
at his stats.
Gladly. So the highest he ever averaged was 20.
Like what?
And
Like
he
2018?
and he did that twice. No, he didn't. Okay. So one year he had 9.8 when he averaged 20. So
Okay.
I mean, I guess close enough.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Like so.
So he had one season.
Saying,
he had one season where he got close to it. But other than that, yeah, he was like in that 17, 18 range for most of his career. He got one All-Star in Memphis, and then he got All-Star the years that he was in on the Lakers. And when he was putting up them empty stats over there in Chicago.
But I'm gonna say this, man. As far as like a basketball career, though, I'll take Powell's over Chris, though. You know what I'm saying? That's an Olympian.
But he's not a better player than Chris Webber. Y'all telling me if you put peak, hold on, y'all telling me if y'all put peak Chris Webber on those teams with Kobe that he don't do the same exact thing?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure. Cause like.
So I'm missing what it is that Powell does so much better than Chris Webber. Because Chris Webber was going at it with the Dirks and the Bunkins and the KGs and like that. He was going toe to toe with the top power forwards of all time and giving them the business, giving them the blues.
You're right about that. You're right about that for sure.
But he could never get
and
over.
And I know Chuck seen that close and personal.
But he could never get over.
I did. I've been to a couple Kings games. You know what I'm saying? Me and Chris shook hands a couple times.
Right.
Thing with him, man. Like you said, or like I said, I think it's more of the basketball career I'm looking at. But if we want to look at, like you said, players, now that I'm thinking about it going back, I could definitely see Chris Webber being a better player than Powell. But as far as impact, though, like Pau, I think really had a different, bigger impact than what Chris had for sure on like the teams that he was on. Because like you said, Chris Webber brought the teams almost to prominence. Like that one year, I honestly think that they had a chance to win, and people get mad at us talking about the refs and all that. But let's talk about Game 7 when Doug Christie was missing air balls and throwing up
That's
shit.
a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. So but that's a whole nother topic. But
Right.
as far as like being an impact on the team, bro, I gotta go with Powell, bro.
Yeah,
I think
'cause
y'all only saying he had more impact because he played on the Lakers. Like what? Because again, what impact did he make
And
more
he
so
got
than Chris Webber ever did when he was at his best?
when they traded for Powell, they won back-to-back championships. That's
yeah,
the
he got
fucking
2
impact.
rings out of that.
We also arguably had the best center in the league right next to him, and the best player in the league on that team.
Who was the best center in the league?
I said arguably, and I was talking about Biden.
Damn, Andrew
I'll say
Bynum.
this.
Boy,
I'll say
if you
this.
don't get the fuck out of here with
When
that
Powell got
bullshit.
there,
So
When
you
Powell
going
got
gonna
there,
credit Powell
he
for
took it down below
for
that.
the winning, but then in the same breath disrespect Biden?
Yep,
That's crazy.
because Bynum was he contributed, but that's not just.
And Bynum, what
Hey, he
nobody
was
ever
the
on
fucking
Bynum, bro.
best nigga. Nah, nigga, bro.
Remember when
He
y'all had
was
Shannon Brown too?
what is it called? He was getting leftovers, my nigga. Some leftover shit. You feel me?
I don't
Some
understand.
leftover shit.
Nigga, Bynum was a grown man down there in that post area. Did
And
you
why that
watch that
shit ain't
nigga?
never continued in?
It did continue until he got hurt. The first season that they let Bynum just cook and he was actually healthy, the nigga made the All-Star game, was averaging like 20 and 12 like it was nothing. Nigga had a
What happened?
legitimate post game that he was able to.
Did he go on to have a prominent NBA career?
He got hurt,
My point. So it wasn't sustainable for him.
but he won 2 championships with the Lakers.
Beside who?
After that has nothing to do with that.
Beside who? Who else made that All-Star team?
What, on 2012?
No, out of them two championships, Pau Gasol didn't make no All-Star team.
Yeah, he
He
made it
wasn't
every
All-Star.
year.
Okay then.
Because he was, I mean, all right, bro.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, it ain't like, and then it ain't like we didn't win right away because Bynum was hurt. Nigga, if Bynum played, we would have won in 08 too. Once Bynum was healthy, then we won. Yeah, put that back to
But
memory,
still,
bro.
in perspective, like I
I
said,
think when he got
the
there,
influence was Paul Gasol got traded to the fucking Lakers and they won a championship.
And we had 3 7-footers that could nobody F with that system.
This
That's what happened.
This nigga never fucking won. Nigga, he never made it. Did he even go to the finals?
Chris?
Yeah.
no.
Okay then.
The
No.
closest he
so-
got was 2002 when he played up.
See?
But your career is kind of,
But you can't help scenario just because you won a championship don't automatically put you over another player.
You right. But honestly though, I think one would definitely take Powell.
You say one is
because we gotta take this into account too, bro.
Say it again.
We gotta take this into account too that we forgetting about. Like playing overseas is a whole different game than playing in NBA, bro. Like overseas, Powell was that nigga, bro, winning MVPs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Averaging,
Yeah, and that ain't
probably going
nuts.
crazy. So he got to translate the game over there. You know what I'm saying?
JR went overseas and averaged
the game.
60, Chuck. It's not the NBA.
But that's what I'm. But look though, he came back into the NBA and did his own thing too, is what I'm saying. So like he didn't really have to do all that because he already had Kobe there. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, so what about
as far
Memphis,
as one-on-one,
though? Memphis, he had
I'ma
all the run in the
Powell.
world. He had all the run in the
Yeah, but
world
also-
in Memphis. They wasn't on Smith. They didn't win a single playoff game while he
Who
was
the
there.
fuck was in Memphis with him? That could go
I know
help him win a
Jason
championship.
Williams, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? Shane Battier.
I mean, who was with Chris when he was in Golden State? We can go the same route. We can go the same route.
So yeah. So yeah, man. But one
It's
on
still, he
ones,
got
I would
traded to another
definitely
team and
take Powell.
won. No, that's what I'm saying.
But you just admitted that if it was Chris Webber instead of
Yeah,
Powell,
but
it wouldn't have made no difference.
it wouldn't have, but
If
still,
anything, we have
that
around
shit
and
didn't
don't
happen.
lose in 08 if it's Chris instead of Powell.
I beg to differ. I don't know. Because it didn't happen. So, I mean, it's a good conversation. You might could say that, but shit. The fact remains, them niggas still got blown out in that game. In a way, so
That's what
what would have happened?
that nigga Dre just watched from the sideline. Yeah, I think, and that goes for anybody. It's not just Powell. Anytime you put on that purple and gold, your legacy is going to be lifted a little bit. Popularity is going to be lifted a little bit more than everybody else. That's just how it goes. So I think Powell might just be a tad bit sensational.
If you're LeBron, except if you're LeBron, then you get hated.
What you mean?
Shit, nigga don't get no slack for being nigga gotta win a championship every year. He on the Lakers.
Well, that's what comes with it. When you're a superstar and you go to the Lakers, there's gonna be a heightened more pressure than if you play anywhere else. Because we have a standard that if you're a superstar, you are to come here and win championships. Anything else, we don't give a F about. But if you're a role player or just like one of those, fit in,
hype niggas,
second best, third best player type of guy, you're gonna get a little more notoriety just for the fact that you're in purple and gold. Shannon Brown cracked Monica just because he played with a purple and gold.
That ain't why he cracked Monica. That's what. Don't equate that. Don't knock.
I will say.
Don't ever knock another man's game, bro. That nigga knocked that bitch because he was in the NBA. He had bread.
Man, sometimes,
not because he was wearing a Lakers jersey.
I'm saying that's how he got the popularity.
Pieces is a lot.
There wasn't no social media like that back then. If that nigga was playing for the Grizzlies, he probably don't. You know what I'm saying?
Knocked her too, though. Still, he got bread.
It's different, bro. It's different,
you
bro.
You an NBA player, bro. Come on now. That's different. That's different than a rapper.
Kuzma playing for the Lakers is why y'all niggas thought he was as good as y'all thought he was. Because he was on the Lakers. If he was anywhere else, he just would have been a regular guy averaging 16, 17 a game. He never did nothing like super special. He was a good player.
These niggas funny. He put the Red Bull up.
My phone died, so I'm on my other one.
Oh. So yeah, I'm gonna just die on that hill, bro. I'm taking Chris 10 out of 10.
I mean, yeah, for sure. As a player, yeah, you want Chris, bro. He bring all the tangibles, nigga, that you really want. But shit,
and he still got all the same All NBAs, and which, mind you, Powell didn't even start getting a lot of that spit till he got to LA. But he still got all the same All NBAs, All Star games, and the numbers is overwhelmingly over Powell. Like, to me, he got him. Gotcha, Chuck. We finna wrap it up anyway.
I was about to say real quick, Chuck, right? You watch a little bit of hockey, right?
Shit, man. I wish, man. I really tried to get back into it, but I really can't.
Nobody watched that spit.
I was about to say, so I was looking at the first round matchup real quick, and I just noticed I think I told you, JC, the Kings and Oilers are matching up for the 4th straight year in the first round. Oilers have won the last 3.
Damn.
I was like, fuck.
I don't like that stat, nigga. I'm an LA guy.
Because then now you got to look at there's something going on with the seeding, how they be seeding people.
Right, exactly.
So that one time that they beat them, they won the championship, huh?
Well, they didn't play Edmonton. I don't think they played. Yeah, they didn't play Edmonton at that time. Edmonton was still in rebuild mode. This year, though, these last 4 years, they've played in the first round. And I'm like, how lucky do you have to be to see the same team in the first round multiple times, more than twice?
That's insane.
Man. But
I feel like it's a conspiracy.
Bro, because now I don't know.
All right, y'all be
Real
smooth.
quick, I was just gonna say, JC, you're
All right,
the better here. You're the better here. What do I bet? Like I want. That sound like a Vegas trap because they've beaten them 3 times,
Absolutely.
but this could be the year.
Absolutely.
So should I just stay away from it?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Because I
touch
don't
that
know it.
series.
Okay.
Bet the underdog if you're gonna bet it.
If anything, right.
Okay.
But appreciate y'all, my brothers. Appreciate Chuck, Tiz, Dre. This was fun. I'll probably see y'all in a couple weeks once all the first rounds matchups are over with. Tizzy, I think you know how we gonna end this.
Man, holla at me, nigga. That's how we gonna end this, nigga. Straight to the PS5. Nigga.
Lakers
That's how
in
we gonna
5.
end it.
I got time for what? What time? The game started at 4:30. I got time for one. I got time for one if niggas was serious about that. But appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all search us up on all major directories. Just type in All Grind Sports Show. Continue to run them downloads up, run them views up, man. Everything been going up for us. We've been hitting a lot of milestones. This is episode 150 in the books, man. So we appreciate y'all, man. I remember when we first started this right before the playoffs in 2022, man. And here we are 3 years
I'm proud of you for remembering too.
Well, it's a big number. I'm going to remember this one. After this, I'm going to start losing my memory.
The last few months, you've been getting episodes now.
But we on the road to 200, man. On the road to 200, man. So hopefully we hit that by the end of this year or early next year, however long it takes. But we finna be pumping out some episodes. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Tizzy, I appreciate you, man. You've been one of our newcomers that's becoming like a regular guest with us. Dre, you've been down with us at least the last year or two. So you've been one of our most consistent. Appreciate you. Everybody who's contributed. Other than that, man, Lakers in 5. And we out.
Changes, everybody's grown, now that's why it's changing. House party cracking on because T Green had to beat for your boy too. Fisher 15's freshman, I was fresh then, still is.